Anthony Hartwig here with another Cardinal Mooney volleyball player profile. We're joined by their setter now, Keelan Rudinsky. Keelan, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, I love having setters on. Setting is just a mentality where you have to go out there. You're almost like a quarterback on a football field where you are having the ball in your hands almost every single play. Talk
Mhm.
about what it's been like going through that this year, being a leader, and also having a lot of responsibilities on the floor.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun. I'm not the one to talk a lot, so it's like hard for me to be leading. So I try my best to just be loud and make sure my teammates are doing what they need to do.
All right, since you said it, you're not a natural talker. What has it been like to try to develop that skill and try to be a loud person on the floor and try to be, what your team needs as a setter?
I think definitely like my teammates just like communicating better with me has helped me like communicate better with them, and just everything like our chemistry has like grown, and I think that's helped a lot.
When you kind of understood that you were going to be a setter, what kind of things went through your mind? Like, what was it like to know that you were up for this job and that Coach Shaheen trusted you enough to put you in this kind of role?
Um, I'm. It was I don't really know. Like it was definitely something new at first, because I was a hitter back in middle school, and setting just like when they, I was kind of shocked when they were like, "Okay, you're gonna be a setter," but it's been fun.
Were you ever nervous about it? Like, are you sure you meet me? Or were you like,
um,
let's go, let's do this, I'm ready for it?
I was definitely nervous, and it's just such a big role to fill for like anybody in any team. So yeah, I was nervous, and but I think I've like grown into it, and it's just been like good so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, they set you up nicely because you have a slew of wonderful hitters to
Mhm.
work with. Talk about what it's been like building a relationship with them and trying to build a bond and the rhythm with the hitters.
Yeah, so like we do a lot of team bonding activities in the summer and stuff, and we spend a lot of time with each other. So growing with my hitters has definitely been easy because we just spend so much time together, and like especially with like Brinkley, Jada, and Sam and Mia as a right side, they've just been there. Like they tell me what I need to do, and they like if I do something wrong, they just let me know and I fix it right away for them, and I think that's definitely helped.
You spent a lot of time off the floor with this team getting together with team bonding exercises.
Mhm.
Talk about the time you spent on the floor and the reps you've taken to try to learn the hitters, learn where they like to be set, and try to, lock in with that kind of part of the ball.
Well, I definitely try new things. So like Brinkley likes a four, and I'll set her a four, and if she doesn't like it, I'll just try something different. I just like they let me know like if I need to put the ball higher or lower or anything, and I just do what they need me to do basically, and just try new things.
Other part about setting is you have to kind of glance to the other side of the net and try to read what the defense is like, and you have to do it in an instant. What's that been like for you to be able to make these split second decisions and try to do your best at that?
It's been hard by like being able to see the blockers. Some blockers are just better than others and know like how to read a setter better, and I try to just make it hard for me to read and stuff.
All right, the other part of your game that you have excelled at this year is the service line. You are very deadly from the service line. We've seen you rattle off plenty of aces in a match. How much aggression do you take in your serving?
I used to take too much to be honest, and I've tried to reel it back because my serves were going out. And I just take a lot of time to focus on my serve. Like I take a deep breath, make sure that I'm like ready where I need to go, and I just do my best.
Do you have like a serving mentality that you go back there in the line, you're telling yourself something, or maybe you're getting yourself locked in for your serves?
Yeah, I definitely tell myself a lot, but I'm always like, all right, you got this, over and in, like let's go. And then I do like my little routine and just hope for the best.
Yeah, everyone has a different serve routine. What's yours? What's the routine you stick to?
I usually slap the ball 3 times, and then I do a little foot tap behind my leg for some reason, and I just serve the ball.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone has it though. You can't argue with the routine. It might be some people start with their back to the court, turn around and jump serve. So whatever it takes to get the
Mm-hmm.
ace, right?
Yeah.
I also want to talk about pregame because one of the things that is very unique about Mooney is they're having jump rope and warm ups. Yeah, I don't see a lot of other volleyball teams doing this. So something might be working for you guys. Talk about what that's like and what it does for you guys and why you think it's special for your team.
I think it definitely helps like after you warm up, and then like it like for some reason like you can watch their team warm up, and like doing something while they're warming up I think helps us retain what they're gonna do during the game. And it gets us like we're never stopping warming up, like we're always doing something, we're always going, so we're always ready.
Who's the best jump roper on the team? Who's got it
Uh,
locked down?
um I've seen Jada do like doubles. um I don't people Sam's pretty good, but she's just athletic.
That's true.
But yeah, both of them. But Jada does tricks and stuff, which is cool. So
That sounds like Jada. That tracks.
yeah.
Let's talk about your kind of pregame routine outside of just jump roping. What kind of things do you do pregame to get yourself in the right mental zone and get yourself locked in?
Like a lot of other people listen to music. I don't do that. I always talk to my mom. I text anybody I need to text and like just get comforted by a way. And then I talk to my teammates. I do my hair. Pretty simple stuff, but it helps me. So
So no music for you.
no.
What gets you in that mental zone then? What gets you locked in?
Um, Definitely just quietness, being like just sitting down and focusing on anything going on.
So do you try to tune out the warm up music, or do you kind of in that point do you get locked into trying to get yourself hyped up?
I definitely just like kind of I blur out the music and I just focus on me, and I like just think to myself what to do and what I need to do. To
Kaylin's over there like, can you give me 5 minutes of just quiet, please?
yeah.
um, so when we talk about the people that you talk to before games, and you just said that you want to be comforted before games, you want to let your mind be eased. Who are the go-tos? Who are the people that you can talk to kind of calm yourself down and put you in the right spot?
Definitely my mom and my dad, and then my brother always texts me before my games and just wishes me a good luck. But a phone call with my mom is definitely where it's at.
Now, are you guys talking about volleyball on the phone call, or are you guys trying to take your mind off volleyball for that phone call and telling her about your day and stuff like that?
Literally anything, because she is with me at school like every single day. So I talk to her a lot, but it's like about volleyball. She tells me like good luck, and she's at my game. She scores some of them. So it's definitely just everything, just anything.
You know, you are with your mom quite a bit. Talk about that relationship and what it's like to like you said, be with her all day in school, have her not just be on the stands for volleyball, but score some of the games as well. What's the relationship like with you two?
It's definitely a lot. Like we have our times, we have our moments, but
Mhm.
I just like having. She's always just there for me, and it's just always nice to let her know things if I need anything, and she's always there to help. So, but we do have our times.
And well, everyone does, right? When you spend that much time together, you're gonna have some times.
Hmm.
Who are the teammates that you think you text the most? We always like to ask who's getting texted. So, who's the one that gets the most text from you?
Definitely the freshman. And Batura, I text a lot, and any other freshman. I reach out to. I don't know. I talk to everybody. Like in our volleyball group chat, it's always active. It's always going. So just a little bit of everybody.
I like that you said freshman, though. I mean, this is the future of the program. How much have you taken them under your wing, knowing that you're losing a big senior, a big senior class next year? I mean, how much have you tried to really bring the freshmen along this year?
Yeah, I've definitely tried to like make them feel comforted, like being new, and especially Ange and Liv, they're dressing varsity, so it's a big role for them to fill too, and just letting them know like how we do things and like what they need to do so that for years to come they can teach the next freshman how to do
What
things.
what were some experiences you went through as a freshman that taught you what you wanted to kind of show them? Like, what were some things that you went through that you can share with them as far as your experience as a freshman goes?
Definitely like communication. Like sometimes like you're always gonna be quiet when you're new and stuff. So like communication's a big one. Just letting them know how we do things. Like sometimes teams do things differently than we do. And like the family aspect is a big part of Mooney. And I think that like the freshmen sometimes don't know that everybody just needs to talk to everybody, even though you may not like the person to your left or right, like you just always need to be like welcoming and being nice to people.
These interviews always have to talk about your schoolwork as well. You're a student athlete. Student comes first in in
Mhm.
that word for a reason. Talk about your schoolwork, some of the things that you really like studying.
English has been fun for me right now. Math is always good, but I think my top is probably science because I have a lot of friends in my class. But yeah.
All right, so you say you like English and math. Now that's rare because most people that we've interviewed have been like either they're on the math side and they're stay away from English, or they're the other way where they're like we love English, don't even touch me with numbers. What's it like being a little bit of a scholastic unicorn? I guess I could say. What? How do you like both? Like, is one easier for you, or is it just they both kind of come natural?
Um, neither of them come natural to me. It takes a lot for me to be able to like read and stuff. But English, it's been like not a ton of reading. It's been a lot of writing, and I don't mind writing. And then math, I think it's just like all just it's like stuff from last year so far. So it's just been coming as it goes.
All right, that's fun to hear. I mean, this is not giving you too much trouble. We love it. What classes have given you a lot of trouble? What classes have been the ones that you've had to work really hard to get the grades that you get?
Um, Definitely math. I have to work really hard. You have to get all your work done and stuff. Same with English. You just have to get your work done. But other than that, I have a pretty good schedule. And then I'm also in woodworking and just have to make sure I get all my projects done.
Woodworking, that's
Yeah.
fun. Have you were you in it last year too, or is this like your first semester of woodworking?
This is my first semester of it.
So you probably haven't made anything yet, have you?
No.
All right. What do you know what your first project's gonna be yet? Like, do you know what you're gonna make?
We've been making penny boards. It's like a game.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping to make a chair for my big project.
Let's go. You'll have to come back on when you're done and show us the chair. We'll feature Kaylin the woodworker on YSN. Talk about some of the teachers in Cardinal Mooney that have impacted your journey and some of the ones that you think have been monumental in your success as a student.
Yeah, definitely freshman year last year, like my English teacher, Miss Cunningham, she really helped me like English more than I did. And then Mr. Jones last year made math fun. And just my mom, not a teacher, but she's always here, so it's always fun.
One of the last things I want to ask you, because you talked about it earlier, you talked about, wanting to build up the Mooney family, right? Mooney's always a family, and we know that from the alumni, and we know that from just the tagline on social media is Mooney family. That's what their tag is.
Hmm.
What's it like being a part of the Mooney family and being a part of the tradition, being able to go into a gym and you look around and you see all the state championship banners from all the sports, and the tradition of the school? What's it like to be a part of it now and to be a part of the varsity floor and to be a part of, a legacy of Mooney athletics?
It's definitely great. Like everybody is just so welcoming, and I think it's like no other. And other people will probably say the same, but it's truly just different than others. And I think it's just a lot of fun and how just like how nice people are and stuff. Like everyone's just nice to everybody.
Was it ever nerve wracking to walk in that gym and see all the state championship banners and be like, I'm an athlete now, so I have something to live up to?
Yeah, definitely, because it's just oh, you want to be up there too, so it's
Right.
like you have to work for it, and just like every day you can just glance up and be like, I need to be like that, and then you should like put the work in.
They're gonna run out of room on that wall for all the banners they have.
Yeah.
So last thing we do with these player profiles before we let you go, we've been talking about you so long. We want you to take the limelight off yourself for a minute, shine on the people in your life that support you, that are there for you, that you wouldn't be here without. So I want to give you as much time as you want to kind of send out your thank yous and your shout outs.
Definitely my family, like my brother out in Iowa, he always watches all the games. My mom, my dad, they come to all of them. Um, Honestly, like my grandparents always are watching my games, and just everybody who comes and supports us as a team.
All right, Kaylin, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this year. We can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.